Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough. I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps up P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah, been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. Damn, how I was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with your king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quickly check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Oh!
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Motion left, Smith. First carry for the Iowa State man, Bruce Hall. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. We can look at this Patriots defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now it's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready? 3-19. You're next up. West right here. West right.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 22. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. When you think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10.
Chip square. Here we go. Cut.
Throwing again is Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Delta. Yep. Nice instruction. Hey, can.
Back to throw. Fields. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This pass out to the hole. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Hey, 10. Here we go. Up. Who's the 10? Let's go out right here.
To throw is Fields. Now he'll tuck this, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary right now. Bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's May. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the shotgun, May with it. Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Patriots had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd down and 6 now.
Hey, here we go, tonight. Yeah, 45, here we go.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing here is May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
When they've needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, side. 319, guys.
Now Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, side.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A give running right is Hall. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
They'll run with Hall. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brian Thomas with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, May. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Trust, butt right. Here we go. 11.
Fields now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That is incomplete.
Quality coverage that time was slowed down, was been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, no march, no march.
Here's Fields. That one complete downfield to Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, carry. 319, get up. Right.
Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Fields. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action with May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. May, and I think the ball's out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
This throw nearly intercepted. A good D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
What's that?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. May looking to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields looking long for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brian Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw with May. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They go play action now. May. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Each no loss. No West Side Vic. Melee.
Looking to throw. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. 3-9. Chip split. Watch right.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running left, it's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. May. A short one there, caught by Likely. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6. May looking to run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Henderson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's 2nd and 8. May looking to run. And it's caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Patriots 13. Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go Alpha right here.
Now it's Fields. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 37.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Green 19,
Paul want to give up the middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Alpha, 19 Jackson.
Paul again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go. Right.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he is going to have the Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's second back at the 36. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Much right. Hey.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And just shutting him off there. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, Kyle Williams, he's got it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's May. A short one there, caught by Likely. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Isaiah Likely with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now for Borregales. Lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Jets 34, Patriots 20. Andy Borregales, the kickoff for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Here's a diving catch right side. A huge play there for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can buy out more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
3:19, just that.
Out of the gun, Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Set to kick off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here is May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's that? 5.
To the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
331.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Hall again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he'll go down at the 28. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Alpha. Here we go. Good. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Matthew White set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running left is Henderson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
All right, here we go, sit on. Ready, what's that?
From the gun, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try and throw for it with May. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Ball again on 2nd down. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop it behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
319.
Here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. There he goes left side. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Patriots 27.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one is over a long time ago.
And he is going to have the Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jets, 1st down.
Thumbs up, ready?
It's a gain of 20.
319,
And the Jets, 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 105 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go. Go.
Fields now to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Hey, Ken.
The 28-yard line.
Here we go. EQ. 319, that's right.
Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jets, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.